مسجلة للدكتورة ماريسا هندرسون رئيس قسم التجارة والاقتصاد الإبداعي مؤتمر الأمم المتحدة للتجارة والتنمية الأونكتاد.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to address you today at the third Egypt Business Solutions Summit at a session entitled Creative and Knowledge Economy. I extend my deepest gratitude to Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, Prime Minister of Egypt, for his patronage of this pivotal event in collaboration with international organizations, academia, private sector. Your presence here underscores your commitment to the creative economy, one of the world's fastest growing sectors. We live in a time of economic uncertainty, environmental challenges, and geopolitical shifts. Against this backdrop, the creative economy stands out as a vital engine of growth, opportunity, and transformation. According to UNCTAD's 2024 Creative Economy Outlook, the creative economy contributes between 0.5% and 7.3% of countries' GDP, and up to 12.5% of employment in countries that participated in UNCTAD's most recent global survey. These statistics reflect not only the diversity of creative industries globally, but also the growing significance across different economies. Despite these positive contributions, we also see a stark imbalance. Nearly 70% of creative services exports come from just 10 countries, primarily the United States, China, and a few European nations. In contrast, many developing countries have a limited share in the global creative economy. In many cases, lack reliable data to estimate the value of their own creative industries. This disparity represents both a challenge and an opportunity to unlock the potential of creative industries in developing nations with the right policies and investments. Allow me to identify key trends and challenges from a trade and development perspective. The rapid digitalization of the creative industries is changing the landscape. Today, digital platforms allow artists, designers, and other creative professionals to reach global audiences directly. This democratization of creativity offers enormous potentials, but also brings significant challenges. For example, protecting intellectual property has become more difficult in this digital world, and AI-driven automation threatens to disrupt the labor market. However, creative jobs are generally more resilient to automation. OECD studies estimate that while 14% of jobs globally are at risk of automation, only 10% of creative and cultural jobs face this risk. But this doesn't mean we can be complacent. Creative industries must adapt to AI-driven changes, and for that, we need to invest in skills training to help creative professionals utilize AI technologies effectively. In many countries, creative firms lack in-house expertise in AI. They are dependent on external AI specialists. This creates a gap between the opportunities digitalization offers and the capacity of firms to leverage these opportunities. Closing this gap is essential for fostering a more competitive and inclusive global creative economy. Let me highlight some actions for policymakers and stakeholders. To build a resilient, inclusive, and sustainable creative economy, policymakers and stakeholders must take coordinated action. I want to highlight several strategic areas where attention is crucial. 1. Education and skills development. As AI and emerging technologies become integral to creative industries, the demand for digital and interdisciplinary skills will continue to rise. Education and training must focus on building these skills, ensuring that creative professionals can adapt to technological changes. This is especially true in developing countries, where investment in digital skills can close socio-economic gaps and promote inclusive participation in the creative economy. 2. Equal access to creative and cultural experiences. Equal access to cultural education from an early age helps foster creativity and innovation. Investments in art education, music, visual arts, drama are very vital for overcoming inequalities. In developing nations where resources are scarce, prioritizing arts education will help nurture a new generation of creative talent that can drive economic growth. 2. Data availability. Data is crucial to developing effective policies for the creative economy. Collecting and analyzing data on gender, age, and urban-rural disparities will help ensure that growth is inclusive. At ANCTAD, we are committed to improving data availability through our ongoing work with national governments, statistical offices, and international partners. ANCTAD's engagement with African nations underscores the transformative potential of creative industries in driving sustainable development. Our recently concluded 3-year capacity building project in Angola exemplifies this commitment. This initiative focused on mapping the cultural and creative industries, providing a comprehensive understanding of the sector's landscape. By identifying key areas for growth and investment, the project laid down the groundwork for policies that harness Angola's rich cultural heritage to stimulate economic diversification and job creation. In Ethiopia, we recently concluded a SWOT analysis to assess the creative economy's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This analysis revealed Ethiopia's rich cultural heritage and youthful population as a significant strength, while challenges such as limited infrastructure and access to funding were identified as weaknesses. Opportunities include the potential for the digital innovation and expanding global markets. By leveraging Ethiopia's rich cultural traditions, these efforts aim to foster a vibrant creative sector that contributes to sustainable development. Our collaboration with the South African Cultural Observatory has been instrumental in advancing research and data collection on the economic impact of the creative sector. The partnership has provided valuable insights into the contributions of the creative industry to South Africa's GDP, trade, and employment, informing evidence-based policy making and strategic planning. These initiatives collectively highlight ANCTAD's dedication to empowering African countries to unlock the full potential of their creative economies and to promote growth in the creative economy that benefits all nations, not just a select few. Allow me to conclude here. The creative economy has enormous potential to drive structural transformation, innovation, and trade globally. But to realize this potential, we need collective action to ensure that creativity drives sustainable and inclusive development. This means closing gaps in access to technology, education, and opportunities for creative professionals in developing nations. ANCTAD's Creative Economy Outlook 2024 provides valuable insights into how this can be done. This report is available at the ANCTAD website. Thank you again to the government of Egypt and to all of you for your dedication to advancing the global creative economy. Thank you.